progress. We're all a little off-brand at this. It's neon lights and caffeine dreams, chasing balance through the in-between. If life's on sale, then don't forget, you're the best deal you can get. Make it worth your wellness, every breath you take. Turn your burnout into a big remake. Make it worth your wellness, don't fade away. You're healing on clearance, and that's okay. Scroll past the filter, skip the noise, find your calm and stay poised. You're not late, you're right on cue. Every fit skill looks good on you. So light it up, get glow through the doubt. Even discount dreams can still work out. We rise, rewind, and do it again. Off-brand hearts still find their zen. Make it worth the wellness. Take your time. Even chaos can fall in line. Make it worth your wellness. Make it yours. We're all just healing in synth-wave chords.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Bargain Brand Wellness After Dark. We're over here having a grand old time. Want to welcome back all of our wellness warriors, our self-care connoisseurs, our students of wellness, and our off-brand VIPs. We got another fun-filled episode for you today, or for you this evening. With us, we have our next guest, our third guest we've got. We have Miss Ashley Marine.
Hello.
How you doing, Ashley?
Fine. How are you?
I'm wonderful. This has been a great Saturday. Nice day out. Wasn't too hot, wasn't too cold. It was a little chilly this morning.
I worked on my porch getting my Halloween decorations up.
Oh yeah. Anybody, if you didn't know any of this about Ashley, she is a Halloween fanatic. That's her Christmas.
I drive Danny and Caleb nuts.
And what is the agreed upon time for when you're allowed to start putting up your Halloween decorations? What's the compromise?
Whenever I'm supposed to start September 1st.
September
but
1st.
If I buy something before then, it gets put up.
Okay. Nothing wrong with that. So if it was up to you, you could leave your Halloween decorations up all year long, right?
Yes.
All right. Listen, I love Halloween. I don't decorate much for it anymore, to be completely honest. I don't know. I just kind of. Danny said she started in August.
I told you. It's because Halloween is my pap's birthday.
Okay.
So when I was little, I would rush through trick-or-treating and then run back to his house to watch scary movies and hand out candy.
Okay.
So
it
that's-
has another connection for you. Okay.
Mhm.
I like that.
Yep. And every Halloween we play the Halloween movies.
Okay. I'll be honest, I like it, but I'm not the biggest Halloween fan. I never understood Michael Myers. And I know Danny and I were talking about this last week. You said he's the boogeyman. I mean, is that the agreed upon thing? He's the boogeyman? Okay.
Yeah, he It goes in the movies. In every movie, someone will say it. You can't kill the boogeyman.
I mean, I guess
So
that's no different than Jason Voorhees. Even he never really made much sense. The only one who really made sense
no.
was Freddy Krueger, and that's because it's explained like basically turns into a demon or something.
And honestly, he's my least favorite.
Yeah, he was weird. I always liked Freddy. I love the claws. He was always more funny than scary at times. Because Michael Myers and Jason didn't talk.
No. No. And he's honestly my least favorite.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm trying to get this where it's not blurry.
You're good. Yeah, Steven, I see it. Yeah, y'all gave us your C team gave the RC team that butt whooping. I was actually surprised the B team and A team games were closer than I thought they would be. I really thought the B team was gonna be more of a blowout, but even our A team gave your all's team a little bit of a scare there. So good games. Good games. Yeah, I'm excited for Halloween. I finally, as of 2 days, yesterday or 2 days ago, I think it was 2 days ago, I finally figured out what I was going to be for Halloween. I like to do something fun, change it up a little bit, something especially the little kids will like.
Mm-hmm.
Last year I did Buddy the Elf, and that was huge. Everyone really enjoyed that one. And I was like, what could I do? I've been thinking for like weeks, and all of a sudden it came across Gene Simmons. Kiss.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna do well, and I thought even more so because Reagan is a huge Kiss fan. Like we listen to it in the car, in the truck all the time. She wanted to listen to it. We're going to church. I was like, can we listen to that after church?
Now, one thing I don't dress up.
I don't know. I just always kind of liked it, and even with like when I was a kid, Danny will tell you, I actually used to dress up a good bit, like for Spirit Week, for homecoming.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I used to dress up. I used to go all out.
He showed me pictures.
Yeah.
Now I hand out candy. We have probably close to 400 candy bags we're going to be handing out this year.
Okay. Well, and I mean,
But-
honestly, North End's a good area for that. At least it always was when I was a kid. There's so many side streets.
Mhm.
My area is not so good for it because out here in the loop, the houses are so spread apart. You got all these hills. People trick or treat out here, but it's not a lot. And then I live up on a hill, so getting people to walk up my driveway, sometimes they'll go right past.
Mm-hmm.
So the last
You
few
should sit
years-
down below.
I thought about that, but then I don't know. Then I wouldn't be comfortable. What we do, what we've done the last 3 years, 4 years maybe. We go out to Bel Air, Tammy's son's house. Because Bel Air's that's a gold mine. That's a great place to go trick or treating. And Tammy will stay back at the house and hand out candy. And I'll walk around with the kids in my costume. So Reagan, I'm not going to tell Reagan. It'll be a surprise. She'll get real excited when she sees my costume.
That's awesome.
Yeah. I had to do my best to not go all out. So I kept it around $100. Oh, I could have went higher.
I don't know. I think Danny would kill me if I did $100 costume.
It's for the kids.
No. FTK.
Danny said, yep.
Told you.
Up there to 1,100 likes on TikTok. We'll appreciate the love. How you doing in YouTube? How you doing in YouTube there, Mom and Susan? Hanging out. Yeah, so, cool. So what kind of things do you typically, you said you make like little bags and you just hand that out instead of just handing out individual pieces of candy?
Yeah, because we noticed in this area, and there's nothing wrong with it, but I have a longer porch. So if we just hand out just handfuls of candy, the kids congregate, and I'm afraid like they're going to fall down my steps. So Kaylee, my niece, and we usually sit out there and hand out candy. So it's easier for her just to go and just put a bag in their thing, and then they go.
How many pieces of candy do they usually get per bag?
Angela and I made the glove bag before, where each finger had a piece. Then there was candy up here.
Okay.
But this year we're doing three or four pieces of candy per bag.
Okay, that's not bad. That's a good haul. I mean, that's more than what you'll get at some houses. Some houses give out 1 or 2 pieces, but 3, 4, maybe even 5 that's not a bad take.
No, and then we get some stuff for the little kids too. So like candy they can eat.
Danny, thanks for the gifts over there on TikTok. He sent me a cap and a heart me. Don't really know what they are, what they do, but I appreciate the gifts. So, all right, cool. Well, I'm excited for Halloween. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. I'm excited for my costume. It's gonna look good once it comes in. I've got some big old boots to wear all the way up my legs. But I got cheap ones. I got them off the Temu.
Oh my god!
They're not platforms. I was gonna get platform shoes.
I got my first Temu bad haul last month. I got a Halloween decoration, 2 of them. It was this big.
Really? The picture you thought it was like this big. Wow.
I didn't read the product specification.
And that's I like Temu, but you really have to look at that stuff, because if not, they'll get you and they're like, got it.
Mm-hmm.
I will say a lot of stuff I've gotten off of Temu. I mean, I have enjoyed.
I get a lot of my craft stuff from there.
Yeah, craft stuff. I've gotten, well, you've seen I have a bunch of hats and sunglasses. Those have all been wins for the most part. Some of the t-shirts that I've gotten and worn, like this is nice. I like this. It's not super thick, but this is nice. The t-shirts, I really like the designs. The only problem is some of the print on it is really thick. Like you can feel it in the shirt. I don't like that. But I like the look of the shirts also.
I got Caleb some fishing stuff from there. I got him this headlamp. Okay. It's like this, and that thing is bright.
Really?
And I mean bright.
Okay.
I got it for him for Christmas last year, and it worked.
Yeah, no, I like that's cool. I think Temu is just one of those hit and miss things. But like you said, as long as you check out the product description a little bit, they won't screw you. My buddy, the elf costume came from Temu. The only problem with these damn costumes I buy is like I buy them, but I'm only wearing them that one time.
Yeah, that's why I don't like to spend a lot of money on that, because
I'd rather
you only wear it one time.
Because that buddy the elf, I'll never wear that again. The only reason I got 2 uses out of it last year is because we were still doing the Brothers Shatter, and I wore it for our Christmas episode too. But aside from that, I'll never wear that again. So, careful on Temu stuff now. Those tariffs will get you. Yeah, I've noticed some of the prices have went up.
Yeah, but a lot of stuff though, they tell you if there's an extra charge on it now. Did you notice that?
Is there? No, I didn't.
If you go from Temu, and even Amazon started doing it, they'll tell you if it's shipped from the US.
Okay.
If there's going to be a charge. If it's not, then you know that product is going to have an extra charge shipping. It's raised higher. So I always try to do the US, because they have factories in the US too.
Yeah, that's why you get stuff so quick sometimes. That's a valid point. I really, other than my costume, I really haven't been on there much lately. I've been trying to save money. Okay, I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, it tells you. It's supposed to tell you now, but.
What size is it, Steven? It's a large, so it was intentionally meant to be tight, and it was tight on me. So, I mean, you want it, it's yours, buddy. But I'm gonna let you know it's gonna be tight. Caleb says he was a bottle of Fireball last year for Halloween. Caleb, how do you even know what a Fireball is? I will say, even though I was never much of a whiskey drinker, I did like Fireball, especially if it's chilled. It's good.
Careful what you say, Caleb.
I did see a commercial last night. They have a new flavor, Blazing Apple. I was like, I don't drink anymore, but it wouldn't be bad.
I've never been a drinker.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know you and Danny, when you guys used to go out, you drink a little bit, but usually it was him drinking and you just kind of there every once in a while. Yeah, I don't know if I've ever really seen you drink. It's one of those things. It's been over 3 years for me, just about 3 years. And I still think about it sometimes, but I don't really miss it all that much.
I like the Angry Orchard.
Yeah,
and Blue Moon, but every once in a while I'll get the taste of drink a wine cooler or something, and I'll get one, but very rarely.
Yeah, my problem was, and I think this is some of my ADHD, it really depended on when I started drinking. If I started drinking at like 5 o'clock in the afternoon, felt like I needed to keep drinking until I went to bed. It was kind of like when I smoked. Like before I went to
Mhm.
bed, I had to plan it out. Like, do I have enough cigarettes until I get
Mhm.
to? That's how I treated alcohol.
Mhm.
And if I waited until like 8, 9 o'clock to even pop a beer, I might only drink one beer, but I could easily go
Right.
through a whole 6-pack if I started earlier.
Right.
No, Danny, I agree. I do love. I know a lot of people don't like tequila. I love tequila. I've never had a bad. Yeah. It's hard to hear me. Make sure you speak directly into the mic, otherwise it's not picking up what you're saying. I don't know.
Who, me?
No, my mom was saying that for me it's hard to hear me. I guess maybe when I was turning my head like this. How's this sound now, Mom? Sound better? Okay. All right, so it is also, a special month. Not only is it the spooky season, it is also Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which
Mhm.
I know has been something that has affected our family,
Mhm.
several times. I'll be honest, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna show a little ignorance in here. I don't know a lot about breast cancer. From what I know, it almost seems like they've all but cured it. But I know that there are some situations where maybe people don't catch it in time, or some really aggressive forms that some people unfortunately still do pass.
Breast cancer is very treatable, but you have to catch it in time because also it's very close to your lymph nodes. So if it gets spread to your lymph nodes, which that's one of the tests that they do, I was a lucky one. I was able to have a lumpectomy. So in that surgery, they'll test your lymph nodes, and if any come back, if they have a wand that they use, and if it comes back where it makes a sound or it lights up, they remove your lymph nodes. You have like different stages. Mine was stage 1, but there's different types of breast cancer.
Yeah, that's
Like
what I didn't know. I didn't realize there was different types.
Yes. Like I had ductal carcinoma, so mine was in my duct.
Okay. Like your milk duct?
It was deep down in.
Okay.
What started it was I had chest pain. You're not supposed to have pain with cancer, so they say. So my PCP, because it was on the side of my heart too, she sent me to WVU for cardiology. And they looked at Danny and I and they were like, I don't know why you're here. Like, nothing's showing. We'll run tests, but I don't think it's cardiac. I think it was like 2 weeks later, I felt a hard knot. And then I went and saw my PCP. And then on Halloween, I was diagnosed with breast cancer.
Damn, I never realized that. Interesting. Mom says she had lobular cancer.
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't want to know. I didn't want to say what kind she had because I wasn't sure, but I know hers was a lot different than ours. I don't think, I mean, she can correct me if I'm wrong, but I remember her saying, I don't think hers shows up on a mammogram.
Really? That's kind of scary. She got the news on her birthday. I didn't remember that. Jesus. Okay. So it doesn't show up on a mammogram. Why? It just doesn't.
It's just the type of cancer it is. I don't know much about her cancer. I think she had to have an MRI and it showed up on there with the biopsy. Where mine shows up it actually showed up on the ultrasound as like a rock.
Okay. Yeah, she just confirmed. You said mammo didn't show it. MRI found it. Okay. All right. What was I getting ready to say? Oh. A lot of people would brush off the symptoms, but Ash and Mom listen to their body. Well, that's good because I think as you get older, sometimes you just get weird pains. Like sometimes I'll just get like a weird pain, like in my heart, or a weird pain in my leg or something like that, and I don't really think much of it. But yeah, I guess you do kind of got to pay attention to it.
See, and I'm sort of a hypochondriac too. Okay. So working in the medical field, like you see the goods, the bad, and the very ugly.
Yeah.
So everything runs through your mind of what it could be, what it can be. And I was told numerous times when they were testing my tumor, it's just a simple cyst. You're too young. You're too young. And then it came out that I had, hi, Zach. It came out that I had breast cancer. And yeah.
Okay. Yeah, and then I know you had like a surgery to
Mhm.
remove it, but then you
Mhm.
still had to take what all treatments did you still have to take?
Mine was a very aggressive form of ductal carcinoma. Mine is fueled by estrogen.
Yeah.
So even though I had the surgery, which it is called a lumpectomy, I had the tumor plus clean margins around the tumor removed. And then I had 4 lymph nodes. I think Danny knows 4 lymph nodes removed from under my arm. But then I also had to do um 4 rounds of what's called the Red Devil.
Yeah, I remember him talking about that.
It's a big syringe where it's a red liquid. And then I couldn't work because it completely depletes your immune system.
Yeah.
And that's what made me lose my hair. And then I had 12 rounds of another type of chemo. And then I had radiation to kill the micro cancer cells.
Okay. Now, a lot of that was preventative, right? Like precautionary, or was that all
Mhm.
necessary?
It was necessary because if they missed a form, and I'm also on a pill for the next 5 to 10 years. But if they missed anything during my surgery, as aggressive as my cancer was, it would have came back. They give you like a window of your percentage of how much your breast cancer will grow back in the next 1 to 5 years. My percentage of it growing back was in the between 80 to 90 percentile of it coming back if they missed anything.
Okay. Yeah, I remember Danny mentioning that. I always thought that was weird that yours was fueled by estrogen, which is like the feminine hormone.
Mhm.
I just thought it was crazy the way nature works like that.
Mhm.
That something like that is something natural that courses through a woman's body can actually feed disease. So, what do you
Yeah.
take a medicine to limit the amount of estrogen your body produces, or
Mhm.
okay,
Well, I had my ovaries removed
okay,
because I was on an injection, but each time, and it was a monthly injection, I would have had to take that for 5 years. It was $1,000 every time I went there monthly to get the injection. So I opted to have my ovaries removed, but I'm on what's called a Ramidex, which is a form of oral like chemo basically
okay,
for the next 5. It's supposed to block any cancer cells in regards to breast cancer. Now, it doesn't work for all cancers because this year I had my thyroid removed and had 2 spots of microcarcinoma on my thyroid.
really,
Mhm.
okay. You just gotta watch out for that. Okay.
Mhm.
Mom says my cancer was non-aggressive and I had 1 lymph
Mhm.
node removed, no chemo, but 25 radiation treatments. I remember that. I'm on this. She said I'm on the same medicine. Okay.
Mhm.
Is there so having lymph nodes removed? I know lymph nodes is what's kind of like a transport system for like your immune system,
Mhm.
right? So what is there any potential effects of having your lymph nodes removed, or
No, not really. I mean, everybody's different. The side that I got my lymph nodes on, I now know when I'm about to get sick because under my arm will hurt really, really bad and get really swollen.
okay,
Um, I don't know why. They don't know why. Danny's had to even like massage like the fluid out of it um in the past, but I've I think I had 4 removed,
really?
but when I am sick, that entire side will hurt.
Okay. But you don't get more sick than what you used to.
Um, no, not really. It just, when I do get sick, it lasts a little longer. But also, I had a lot of chemo too. So it, I've always stated the entire time I had cancer, I was doing my cancer, I go to my appointments now. The medical field sets you up to beat the cancer, but nobody sets you up for life after cancer.
Yeah.
It completely changes your whole future, your entire life. Um, some people have extreme pain. I'm one of the unlucky ones that I'm on a holiday now of my medication because am in 15% of that medication where I fall under what's called arthritic pain in my joints. Um, I think they should set you up for for future success instead of just beating the cancer. Like there needs to be life after cancer
Yeah.
because it completely changes everything.
That makes sense. Quality of life improvements.
Mhm.
No, I like that. That makes sense. Yeah, something else. Yeah. No, that makes sense. The quality of life afterwards, because I know what I was going to say. I know, like with women, you are told to check yourselves pretty
Mhm.
regularly. And what you get most women are told to get a mammogram once a year.
Yeah.
Okay.
After the age of, I think, 35, 40 is when they actually start the mammograms,
Okay.
which is, I think, BS because you can't debate cancer on your age.
Yeah.
I mean, children get cancer.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, my sister has been battling cancer for 5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy. What is she dealing with? I forget.
She has multiple myeloma. It puts extra protein in her body where it affects her organs. She's had to have a quadruple bypass. She's on dialysis. She's had her gallbladder removed. It affects her organs. Mhm.
Yeah, I remember Danny had told me that she had some pretty scary situations at the
Mhm.
time. Yeah, it's definitely scary. I remember, being in middle school when they told us as boys, like, as we're starting to go through puberty, you're supposed to check yourselves as well. I don't think men aren't like women. We're not as precautionary. We like to think we're invincible, so we don't check ourselves as much. I know they always say, like, after the shower, because everything's kind of loose and your testicles kind of drop because of the temperature. It's a great time to check for lumps and whatnot. And if you're not sure, go get it like that. But they don't have, like, not that I know of, and I assume this is probably a dumb question, like an annual test, like where men go and get their stuff checked. Do they?
Mhm.
Oh, they do. Are you supposed to do that every year?
It's at your annual physical.
Okay.
They can check a lot of men develop prostate cancer.
Oh, yeah.
So they run a test that's called a PSA level.
Okay.
And if it's elevated, they'll a lot of times will rerun the test to make sure it's accurate. And if it still comes back elevated, they'll send you to urology to have it dealt with. Not all the time is it elevated as a cancer, but that is one of the tests that they run on men yearly.
I didn't know that. Because you know what, and I know this isn't what happens. This is where my mind was going. Is I know for a mammogram, I know it's not comfortable. It's basically taking the boob. In my mind, I'm picturing my testicles having the exact same thing done. I'm like, no. I can only imagine that pain.
No, they would do an ultrasound on you.
But Danny, tell me you weren't thinking the same thing. Well, he probably knew because you probably.
I get on him a lot.
He
should have had
He should have had a what?
He should have had a colonoscopy by now, and he refuses.
Oh, those aren't that bad. I've had one. It just took me forever to get one. They want me to get mine one every 5 years just because we have family history.
That's why I want him to get it.
It's really not that bad, honestly. The drinking is like they don't even give you like a medicine anymore. They just give you they tell you to go buy a bunch of Miralax and a bunch of Sprite and drink that. And
I had it once. Oh,
older
the
I had
prep
this.
is awful.
Yeah, the prep is the worst part. Getting up all throughout the night to drink Sprite, and I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Sprite, but as soon as you mix it with Miralax, it automatically just waters it down. It's terrible. Danny says my doctor hasn't recommended one yet. You're a liar.
I'll say something.
I do. I have been looking for a new primary care. I haven't found one yet, but I have been actively looking. Yeah, he said no.
You
You
should come
weren't.
where I look.
What's that?
You should come where I work.
Well, and that's what I was thinking. So, where exactly do you work at?
Across from that diner
Up there in
on
Lavelle.
National Highway.
Okay. I'll give him a call. Yeah, because I was going to Solace Family Healthcare up the road there a little bit, up by the trees. And it wasn't that I didn't like it there. It was just my last interaction with the doctor there. I won't say her name. It really kind of bothered me and it stuck with me. I was under the impression for a primary care that you go once a year. Is that not true? Or are you supposed to go every 6 months?
It depends on what type of medications you're on. I see my primary care every 3 months only because of my medical history.
Okay.
Danny sees his, I think, every 6 months.
Yeah, he just
there
put that
are
in chat.
yeah. There are patients, I think Caleb, but they're on a medication where that has to be monitored.
So
But
here
there
was
are
my
patients-
issue. She never told me that. I was always under the impression I was supposed to go for a checkup once per year.
Mhm.
And when I was on Adderall, I was going every month like I was supposed to. Or actually, I think once I was on it was like every other month. And I was doing that. Well, then I just stopped taking it. I didn't like the way it was making me feel later, like in the day. So I stopped taking it and I went back at a year checkup. And she was kind of like, where you been? I'm like, yeah, I kind of caught me off guard. I'm right here working. Like I thought she was making conversation for a second. Oh, just been working. And she's like, in order for me to be your primary care, you have to come at least once every 6 months. And it was just the way she said it really threw me off. I'm like, I didn't know that. I was like, and she, because it's not technically technically it's like a clinic, but she'll serve as your primary care. She doesn't like you making appointments. She just wants you stopping in. Well, my brain doesn't work like that. So I was like, well, I'll be honest, that would be fine if I had known about it. I was like, and if you'd let us make appointments, but you don't want me making an appointment. She's, oh, well, you can do appointments. Every time I asked about it, you said no. So ever since then, I went back one other time for blood work and it just put a sour taste in my mouth that I haven't been back since. So I think, yeah, I'll call your office.
You can go once a year. A lot of patients go that aren't on any like maintenance medications.
Because I'm not, I mean, I take a bunch of supplements, but yeah, I'm not on anything.
Maintenance. I mean, we have patients that go once a year. It just every patient's different.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's what I'll do.
That's just stupid.
Yeah. And
I would have said a few choice words.
Yeah. Well, she really threw me off because it caught me off guard. I
Yeah.
wasn't expecting anything. Tim, you would only need to go once a year to Ashley's work. Yeah, which is ideal. I mean, I set up all my appointments. I don't miss them. I have my dentist appointments set up. I even have my eye doctor appointment set up for the year. I know exactly when I need to take it. It's saved and I'll get a notification and they'll call me.
Now, sometimes when you go and you're established, I do know sometimes they'll have you come back in 3 to 6 months for a follow-up and then switch to yearly if you're a candidate for that.
But they'll at least let you schedule it, right?
Oh yeah. No, we schedule.
Yeah, that was
Good luck walking in there saying, hey, I need an appointment.
Yeah.
It ain't happening.
Yeah, that was the other thing. I was like, what the heck are we doing here? All right. Yeah, I'll definitely probably this week I'll probably check around and give him a call and schedule an appointment. Because I do want to get some blood work. Just because I take so many supplements. That is the one thing. One of the supplements I was taking like vitamin D and vitamin B12, and because I was saying my levels were high, so they told me to drop it down to every other day. I just want to make sure that I'm not overdoing it with some of the supplements because I do like them. I do feel better overall, but
We do that there.
okay. The only problem is, and I don't know if you see them like on TikTok or Facebook or whatever, all the different health and wellness stuff they keep putting out. There's so many things like I want to try, but I'm trying to see through the scam. Hard to keep up with. Some things I like to just try, but then you also then have to deal with the placebo effect, which I know from personal experience, placebo effect works. If you think it works, your body will.
Yeah, sometimes a lot of stuff's mental.
It really is. My allergies were very mental for a long time. I used to take that herb shop that was there in the right past Narrows up near where my grandma's work used to be. I went there and I took something for tree pollen allergies, and it was one of those medicines you're supposed to. It was a homeopathic medication. You're supposed to hold it underneath your tongue and let it absorb in your system. And I'd still get allergies, but not like I used to. And I really think that was just a placebo effect. My brain was thinking it was working, so my allergies just kind of went away.
Caleb, when he was little, I won't say where he went, but they did allergy shots. And he had to go, like, you start out going like monthly, and then every 3 months, and then every 6 months. We stopped them.
Yeah.
I was like, and plus your insurance didn't cover them because they were made there. They were specifically made for that patient. And then it went to, well, he couldn't do like exert himself the day before or the day after the injection. He played baseball.
Yeah.
He's not going to sit at home.
Yeah.
So I stopped. I was like, I'm done. Take a Benadryl.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and it's funny you mentioned Caleb. I know, and I see Caleb's here in the chat. Caleb, are you still over there on TikTok? I think I told you. I'm pretty sure I told Danny about this, but I don't know if I told you about the time he went to the beach with us. I thought I told you, but maybe I didn't. I don't know. It says Caleb's still on. I don't know if he's in there, but we were down there, and I don't know if he did it with you, but he kept complaining about having a headache. And just out of nowhere. And it was like almost like he only seemed to have a headache when it's like he didn't want to eat, or if there was something he didn't want to do, then all of a sudden he had a headache. And we could kind of see it. So at one point we went and bought some Tic Tacs.
Oh yes, no. I think Danny did tell me this.
Gave him a couple Tic Tacs, said, "Here, drink some water. This will make you feel better." And half an hour later I said, "How you feeling?" But I feel great. His headache was magically gone.
Yeah. Yeah. He still does that.
Does he?
When he doesn't want to do something.
Yeah,
He'll be 20.
Yeah, he's still in there. He says, "Okay now." Caleb, I don't think I ever told you that story. I know I told your dad.
Danny used to get so mad at me because Caleb knew he could play like sick with me. Like if he didn't feel good or whatever, I would let him stay home. I was like, okay, stay on the couch and this, that. Well, then it started to become an all the time thing.
I went through that phase.
And yeah.
He's moved to stomach pains.
But let me tell you the story. I remember one time, and this is when I worked at my work now. He complained of stomach pains. And I'm like, Caleb, whatever, just stay home. I was just so done. And Danny got so aggravated because I let him stay home. And I get a call and he's like, "No, I didn't leave for work yet." I said, "All right, I'll take you into work. I'll see if they have an appointment." So I take him into work. They said, "Okay, jump off the table." And they did. He got real bad pain in his stomach. Here he had to have his appendix removed.
Damn.
Yeah, I felt like
I remember that. I kind of remember
I did not feel good at all.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, that's so bad.
Yeah.
Because I was so mad at him.
Had his appendix taken out. Hey, Caleb, you've heard the story of the boy who cried wolf? What you get? Now, I was pretty good at it. My mom, it was freshman year during online school. My mom will remember this. I went through a phase, I think it was 7th grade, where I was constant. I just didn't want to go to school. I was just going through a phase, and I learned very quickly. I don't know if they're still like this, but because pink eye is very contagious, they don't mess around with it. And the very first time I actually did have pink eye, and I was like, "Ooh, I can take advantage of this." So I walked to school, and on the way to school, I would get some dirt on my finger, and I'd rub it to get my eye nice and irritated. And within, not even by 9 o'clock, you're talking. My mom, my dad were getting calls, and they didn't mess around with it. They're like, "Listen, we can't play around with it." So they had to send me home. And I think it was after, I don't know, maybe I might have gotten away with it 3 times. I don't think I got away with it more than that though. After a while, my parents were on the phone. They're like, he's fine. He's faking it, and sent me back to class. Yeah, I got a couple days where I got to go home for nothing. Those were the best days. Except that was back when there was nothing on TV though.
That nurse probably thought, man, this kid keeps coming here with pink eye. What the heck?
What the heck's going on in his house? Yeah, now that you mention, I kind of feel bad for my mom and dad. What did that school think of us? The kid keeps coming to school pink eye. Now, speaking of which, pink eye, is it a myth? Is it true that you can get pink eye by farting on someone's pillow or by getting poop particles in your eye? Mm-hmm. I thought so.
Yeah.
That's what me and Reagan always joke back and forth. We're always like, you keep up on my fart on your pillow and give you pink eye.
Oh, no, you can get, I misunderstood you. You can get pink eye from that.
You can. Okay.
Yes. Because it's a bodily.
It creates like an infection.
Yeah.
Your ducts or whatever get clogged, I guess.
Yes. No, that's true.
Kind of gross.
It's disgusting.
It is disgusting.
That's why you're supposed to wash like your pillowcases and your sheets so often.
Makes sense. Well, you think about it, there's a lot of grease. At least you're not supposed to. You're not supposed to wash your hair every day. So imagine all the grease and stuff that gets in your pillow, on your pillowcase. A lot.
Oh, I wash my hair every day.
Do you wash it every day? I thought you weren't supposed to.
You're not supposed to, okay. But I have to. Like now I started using like dry shampoo.
Okay.
But if I don't wash my hair every day, it's greasy. It's disgusting.
So you produce a lot more grease then. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I'm good for, even with my hair being longer, I'm usually good for at least, I probably only wash mine twice a week.
And see, Caleb's just like me. If he doesn't wash his hair every day, which sometimes he doesn't, but it gets really, you look grungy. You need to go get a shower.
Yeah, makes sense. I mean, because I never knew that. I think I always used to wash my hair every day. Just because I didn't know, I had learned that, for most people, you can go 2 to 3 days without washing your hair. So I usually try to do it only twice a week. I mostly do it. I started using rosemary oil on my bald spots. That keeps hair loss treatment. It works, but I've been trying to put some rosemary oil in there. I rub that in, but then that does make my hair greasy. So those mornings I then wash really good.
It takes the natural oils out of your hair. It strips of the good stuff you produce.
Yeah. Danny says, I wash mine every day. I believe you, Danny. That's why I fell out. You scrubbed too hard. All right, cool. All right, Ashley. Well, I want to thank you for popping on. When Danny told me you said you'd get on, I was like, okay, awesome. I'm glad you came on and shared your story with us. We talked a little bit about Halloween, which I know I'm excited for. It's going to be here before you know it. I mean, it's just a few weeks away, and it's crazy how fast this year is flown by.
The end of the year always flies by.
Yeah, it does.
I think so. It's a blur.
It is. It really is. The seasons fly by. I feel like, I think this is what I've noticed, because people always talk about how you get older, time just seems to fly, but when you were younger, it seemed like birth to 18 felt like it lasted an entire lifetime. I think you just get so stuck in the monotony that seasons feel like a month. Like winter is a month, and then bam, all of a sudden it starts to get warm out, and then that's a month and gone. Like I feel like we have 4 months in the year, and that's it, and then turns around, there's the next year.
Well, and plus when you have kids too, it flies by. Like
That's
I
very true.
remember when Kayla was little. You have 18 good Christmases. You have 18 summer breaks. That 18 flies by real quick, and you don't think about it when they're that young.
Yeah. Yeah, it feels like just yesterday Jeremiah and Caleb were wee little, and even Channing and Caden now.
Mm-hmm.
Even Reagan. I mean, Reagan's 10. Yeah, she's 10 now.
Wow.
And we're sitting at the football game. She was sitting on my lap because she was cold. And I'm like, you need to stop growing because here in a couple more years, you're not gonna be able to sit on my lap anymore. I was like, but you need to stop growing. I was like, no.
I know, like my niece Chloe, I think she graduates in 2 years.
Wow.
My babies.
Yeah. That's crazy. We gotta enjoy it while it lasts, I guess.
Yep.
Live for the moment, not for tomorrow.
Well, thanks for having me.
No, thank you for coming on, Ashley. And if you ever want to come on again, by all means, let me know. Pop on. For anybody else watching, if you're interested in ever being a guest, check out the Patreon. Check out our Facebook post. Check out the descriptions in the YouTube video. There is a guest application on there. I call it an application. It's not like an official application. It just kind of gives me an idea of what it is you want to talk about and your contact information in case I don't know you personally. So so everyone who's alive there in the chat, let's give Ashley a round of applause. She was nervous coming on here, but you probably couldn't tell. You did very well. That's kind of why I wanted to get you on a little bit early so we could start talking, kind of get you a little bit more comfortable. But no, it went great.
Okay.
So awesome.
Well, thank you.
No, thank you. And if you're gonna hang out in the chat, you won Wellness Warrior of the Day. So as soon as we get switched over, we'll be getting into those challenges. So all right. Ashley, thanks. Appreciate it.
Yep. Bye.
Let me switch some things around here again real quick, people. And we'll hop into this. Hope y'all having a great weekend. Mom, I think my mic was turned down a little bit. I think that's what was going on. How does it sound now? We've been going. Much better. Awesome. So Danny, it was quiet for you on TikTok as well. Yeah, I think it was on my equalizer. I think after I did my ASMR thing, I think I turned it down a little too far. What am I doing? I'm sitting here talking, trying to do. I'll tell you what, my ADHD is getting worse as I get older. It really is. Because some things I can't do two things at the same time when I'm sitting here talking. All right. So let us 1 minute. All right, there we go. Got us over there on TikTok land. All right. So now that we're back up, we're going to get into the rest of the show. Don't really, as we kind of did last week with our After Dark episode, not really so much of a topic, so to speak, to get in. We'll kind of talk naturally. I do have a couple things I'm going to talk about. Some things I did order that I just got in that I'm really excited about. But let's get into our stuff. So our returning Wellness Warriors of the Day. I don't think the one is on here tonight, and that's okay. That might happen from time to time. The Ashleys are our Wellness Warriors of the Day. We got Ashley Marine won our award. Let me pull it up. Ashley Brewer won it on YouTube. She just barely squeaked out Jake over there. I know the points before I hit the live, he was able to get the points up, but I'd already announced it, so I was trying to be fair. And then, Ashley Marine won it over there on YouTube. So give them a round of applause for that. Since Ashley Brewer's not on here, we'll kind of pause on her quick, hers real quick in case maybe she joins us a little bit later. But Ashley, whatever you kind of want to go with, I have a list of challenges up here on the screen that we can go with, or if you got something else you'd like me to engage in, just let me know, and then we'll get into some games. We'll start off with our daily Wordle. If you're over there watching on TikTok, appreciate all the gifts. If you're really liking the content, smash that like button. Let's get that up to over 2,000 over there. Appreciate all the love over there on YouTube. Mom, you're killing it over there. I know Steven was on. I think he kind of logged off a little bit. Bam, bam, bam. Oh, there's Ashley. I see you popped on here. Welcome, Ashley. I wasn't sure if you were going to make it. We just finished up our guest episode. We're getting ready to get into our Wellness Warrior of the Day challenges. So either Ashley, yep, it's Ashley Day. Either Ashley, whichever you want to, whichever one you pick. Or if you have one of your own, feel free to make a Wellness Warrior pick. Y'all tell me. Here, I'll tell you what, I'll do you even one better. While you guys are thinking about it, I know you guys kind of have an idea what's on here on the screen. Is there anything you all want me to clarify? I mean, they're pretty, well, I guess they're not totally self-explanatory. I was going to say we could get into our daily Wordle, but then you all wouldn't be able to see the, I guess it would help if I switched over. Sorry, Ashley. The dances out is obviously dancing, which I don't have a problem doing. Karaoke is karaoke. We did that one. Wellness rap battle. Synth session, whereas we can we can make a song. Monkey's Paw. Monkey's Paw is a game that me and Danny played. It's actually a lot of fun, and I'm actually decent at it. Monkey's Paw is where we play a game of you all give me a wish, like as if I'm a genie, and we can even do 3 wishes. But my job is to, as that genie, make it as inconvenient as possible, right? So you could ask me for $1 million, and I'd give you $1 million worth of some foreign currency that's not worth anything, right? She's commenting, but it's not showing up. I see her hello. I know I do kind of already dance a good bit, but we can really get into it. Nova Unplugged is our therapy session. We do have our ASMR affirmations. We can also do Nova Roast the Host, and then also That's Debatable. TikTok's weird with the comments sometimes. Like I know Joey and Jake's get cut off sometimes. All right, Ashley, you picked Monkey's Paw. All right. So basically, here's what we're going to do. You can either throw it in there, or if you can't really think of anything, I can bring in Nova, and we can have Nova play with us. But if not, you feel free. Like basically, you throw in a wish. What about we get to ask 3 to 5 hot seat questions? Sure, I'm down with that. We get a little steamy in here. Actually, I forgot to put my fan up. It is a little warm here with the sweatshirt on. But I got Riz, bro. I'm drippy. It looks good. Bam, bam, bam. Look at that. Just like that. We talk about the like, and we get them at the 3.2K likes. That's what I like to see. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Sorry. No, you're good. It's basically, you make a wish, right? We're basically kind of role playing. You're going to make a wish, and I'm going to make that wish as inconvenient as possible. And if you're not really sure what you want to do, I can play with Nova. Question number 1. What is the most embarrassing thing that has ever happened to you? I'll be honest, a few years ago, I probably would have never been able to answer this question. But I can answer it now. I will tell you, in middle school, really embarrassing, but my own fault. We had a cat that we got from the animal shelter. Nice cat, but like to spray everywhere. Just spray. And one time, being a teenage boy who doesn't pick his clothes up off the floor, you can do the math. Well, I couldn't smell it at first. I'd say I probably had become maybe a little nose blind to it at times. And I wore a shirt to school that had been sprayed by my cat. And anybody who owns a cat, if you ever smell cat pee, it's a pretty awful smell. Didn't smell it until after I'd been to school, and then I felt like my anxiety made it worse. Everybody could smell it, and some people could smell it. There was something in the air, and so embarrassed. I don't know if people ever realized it came from me, but I think I ended up going home early because I felt so embarrassed. That's probably the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to me. But I swear I didn't smell it when I put the shirt on. It wasn't until I got to school I was like, My wish is Halloween is all year long. That's a good one. Okay, give me a second. Oh, this is easy. All right, Ashley. Halloween, the holiday of Halloween, is celebrated all year long, but trick-or-treating has been outlawed everywhere, and anyone who's caught handing out candy for free will be arrested and given the ultimate punishment in court. The maximum sentence in court. So trick-or-treating has been outlawed. I'm actually pretty good at this game. Bring pennies. Okay. Then bring pennies. All right. So Halloween is a year long. And you're saying bring pennies. So you're going to sell the candy for a penny to pay for the candy. That's a lot of pennies you're going to get. All right. So you bring pennies, but the penny has lost all value, right? Has zero value. In fact, I actually did see a thing where they're going to stop producing pennies. Finally, it's only a matter of time. So, a limited amount of pennies. Maybe not everybody has them. Question 2. Have you ever cried to a movie, and which one, if so? Okay. I can do this one. The only movie, but I won't say the only movie. You've kind of gotten that tickle in the back of your throat before. But the first one that stands out to me, the most notable one, is the movie Homeward Bound. Right, the Homeward Bound with the 2 dogs and the cat. At the end, when the cat comes running up, when they think that their animals are lost forever, the cat comes running up, and then the other dog comes running up, and then at the end you're thinking, because you don't know what happened to the golden retriever, you're like, no, this is a kid's movie, they couldn't have killed him. And then all of a sudden, here comes the golden retriever, and he's hobbling. Oh, kid, I think his name was Peter, I missed you so much, and he hits. Every time. If I was to watch that movie right now, I'm telling you, I'd get a tear. All right, we'll do a trade or barter. Okay, we'll do a trade or barter. All right, so basically, we're just going to change it to this. Handing out candy has become illegal, period. Whether it's for money or anything, it is illegal to be out on your porch and hand out candy. Also, because of PC culture, costumes have also been outlawed. All stores stop selling them, and the only costume you can wear is a school uniform. Question number 3. Who is your favorite coworker? And Tammy doesn't count. LOL. That's a good question. That's your good question. I don't know if I really have a favorite coworker. I mean, I guess if I had to say coworker, I like who works in my office. I guess because I see him every day and we share an office, I'd have to say Mike. Yeah, I'd have to say Mike. Aside from that, Joey always stops by. Joey brightens my day. Okay, Halloween isn't always about candy. Yes, but that is one of your favorite parts. It's really gonna bring it downhill for you. And they and with any Halloween movies they play, they only show like edited content. They don't get anything super like gory, or they don't even show blood. If someone dies, they just show the person going ah, and then nothing. That's it. Then they go to commercial, and the commercials are 10 minutes long every like 5 minutes. You have the movies. Nope, they don't even sell them like that anymore. And if you have it in your possession, they don't. The DVD players have AI in them, and so the AI detects and says, "I'm sorry, we cannot play this movie. This has been outlawed." Question 4: what do you think the purpose of life is? Slash your purpose in life. My purpose in life, I think we're all always trying to find our purpose in life. I don't know that if there's any one purpose in life. My purpose right now is just being the best version of myself I can be. I do that for myself, and I do it for the people around me who I can influence, whether that be my family, friends, coworkers, whoever it might be, that hopefully I can influence people in some way to help them if they're struggling, because we've all struggled at times, to see that there is another way. Today's just another day. You know, tomorrow's gonna be another day. One of my favorite movies of all time, just because I love the message at the end. Y'all ever seen? And I know Danny's not a big fan of this movie, Vanilla Sky, with Tom Cruise and Penelope Cruz. One of the lines that Penelope Cruz consistently says in the movie is, "Today is just another chance to turn it all around." Right? Not that your past doesn't matter, but it's in the past. You can't change it. But today you can take and put a step forward, and then make another step forward. It's kind of like a lot of other things in life. You know, you put all this momentum, all this progress, and you're not going to see the results immediately. But then all of a sudden, 2, 3, 6 months down the road, maybe a year down the road, all of a sudden you're like, wow, I really notice a difference now. That's just, I don't know. So I think right now that's kind of my purpose in life. And I, like I said, I don't think there's ever just one purpose. I just think that's my purpose right now. Well, I guess I will look good in orange. Danny will mod it for me. No, I do like the Monkey's Paw game. That's a really fun game to play back and forth with someone, because you basically just taking all their best wishes and all their dreams and just crushing it as much as you can. All right, and then we'll finish up with Ashley's last question. If you could ask anyone a question, living or dead, who would they be and what would you ask? That's a deep question. If you could ask anyone a question, living or dead, who would they be and what would you ask? I'm thinking really deep here. Like, you could do friends or family. I don't really know if I have any questions that I'd want to ask. Friends or family. Well, really, I don't really have any friends that have passed, but like family. I'm almost thinking, if you could ask anyone a question. Oh, you said living. Oh. If I could ask anybody living a question, ask Pete Carroll why he didn't hand the ball off to Marshawn Lynch. That's a good one, Caleb. No, I thought you said dead. I didn't even see it said living. Oh shoot! If I could talk to anybody living, Elton John, 1000%. come up with a question, I'll ask it just to have a conversation with the man. You know, I mean, I'm as straight as an arrow, but I might even say, you know, hey, will you marry me? No, I would, I would definitely interview Elton John and just ask him like where he ever got like the motivation for like his music. Cause he didn't write most of his lyrics. He didn't do. Bernie Taupin did. The music, I don't know. You don't get to only ask him one question, not a conversation. All right, Elton John, what is the best song you ever wrote? Forget commercial success. Elton John, what is the best song you ever wrote? There you go. Anybody who doesn't know that I'm a huge Elton John fan, now you do. Now you do. All right, so that was fun. That was from the Ashley party. That was our wellness warriors of the day. Let's give them one more round of applause. Want to bang up job over there. All right, let's get into our daily Wordle. 9:05, and we haven't played any games. See if we can get through them all. All right, remember, we're going to change up our style with our Wordle. See if we can get a good one. We got a U on Wednesday. What's up with the vowels? E. All right. We got an E, people. Give me some words. 5-letter words start with the letter E. Try to change it up. The one he wrote when Princess Di passed away. I mean, that was a good version. I mean, there's parts of it that I really liked, but then there's parts of the original Candle in the Wind that I still like, to be honest. I'm hoping you should add hot seats here. That's not a bad idea, actually. We're always taking examples, so I probably wouldn't do 5. I'd probably do like 1 to 3. Maybe put that on my notes. Hot seat questions. No, I like that. We're definitely taking ideas to add to it because some of the stuff on here they may not necessarily work, or they might kind of get boring. Like if we're always doing rap battles, or if we're always doing whatever, that might get really, really difficult. Yeah. All right. So Wordle. Yeah. And try not to reuse certain letters. That way we mix it up. Let's see. First one I see, Mom put early. I like that one. That uses up 2 vowels, the Y, and 2 pretty popular consonants. All right. We got an A. We got an A. I'm thinking the A might be in the middle. So we really can do, we have a lot open. We have N's, we have T's, we have F's, we have D's. We can run it. We can do above. They don't always usually start with vowels, but well, there's no E. I'd really like to, because we really want to try to get it in 3. And there's no E. There's no R. I see track. There's no R though. I really want to try to use up some because we'd like to get it in 3 guesses. Ashley says sight. Okay, yeah, that uses up, but then there's no A. It would use up more letters, but I really want to try to get this in 3 if possible. I know we're going to be able to get it. I'm thinking, what about shack? That uses up a bunch of consonants and moves the A. Yeah, let's go with shack. Okay. Oh, wow. Bam, that's what I'm talking about. That's why we do this, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, honestly, it can't be slack because there's no L. It has to be smack, right? Or it could be snack. Spack isn't a word, right? S-P-A-C-K. It's either snack or smack. Oh, stack. Oh. What are we thinking, chat? What are we thinking? I'm seeing like 3 different people saying snack, stack, and smack. I I don't know. What do you guys think? What should we run? We really want to get it in 3. Danny says do snack. Ashley said snack. Yeah, I said smack. All right, we'll go snack. That consensus goes with snack. Ah! Majority rules. So, please tell me. Mine was smack. Tell me it's not stack. Yep, stack. Oh well, what are you gonna do? Hey, we still got it. We got it. Not bad. Bim, bim, bim. Bim, 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 bim. Bim, 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 bim. All right. Oh, shoot. I forgot what I was doing. I'm sitting here jamming in the music and forgot. All right. Let's give a spin to the Wheel of Wellness. Ooh, Nova Unplugged. Clap, clap, clap. There we go. There we go. All right. All right. So we know the drill with Nova Unplugged. This is where we act as Nova's therapist. You all give me kind of the prompt. What do we want Nova to talk about with her therapist today? And then we'll go from there. Why was blue your choice for hair color? I actually didn't choose blue. So if you all saw my video, our new kind of opening theme song, I actually had Nova give me a picture of what she would look like if she was a person, and that's what she came up with. And then I fed that picture into another app called Hey Gen to give it a video. There was sound behind it, but it was just her talking. But I really just wanted it for the theme song. And so, yeah, she chose the blue hair. If you haven't watched the video, please watch it. I mean, I think I'm a little biased, too. I put a lot of hard work into it. I thought it turned out really well. I've listened to this, and I like the song. It's actually a really catchy song. So if you haven't checked it, it's in the very beginning of this video, or I posted it on Bargain Brand Wellness, the YouTube channel, and it's on TikTok as well. Check out the song. It's actually pretty good. What are you all thinking? What do we want Nova? And I'll take any suggestions. What do you guys want Nova to talk about with us today? Oh, wait a minute, Danny. Was that your question? I'm sorry. I thought you were legitimately asking. It's not really a question. It's really kind of an idea, like, of what she's talking to us about as her therapist. You're all liking the content, make sure you like, share, subscribe, or follow. Tell all your friends, tell your family, tell your loved ones. Tell your worst enemies. You never know. You might even make a friend. Do you see my comment? No, Mom. The only comment I saw was lap, clap, clap. I see your comment saying, do you see my comment? Don't tell me YouTube's acting up. TikTok's usually the only one who acts up. I have never had comments not come through on YouTube, though. Maybe it's not a Facebook thing. Maybe it was a us thing. So while we're waiting on things to come through, I did have a couple things I wanted to share with you all. Some different things I changed or purchased, kind of make my life a little bit easier. I wanted a new pill caddy, and so I got one that that had morning and evening, because all the different supplements I do take a lot, it didn't have enough space in it, and so I wanted a morning and afternoon, and I really like this one. It's it comes in a little carrying case, really nice, and it's got one for every day of the week on it, and then you just morning and night. And I have my ones that I take I don't take anything at night, but I do take stuff in the morning that I take, and then the other stuff is I take with food. So sometimes I'll take it for breakfast, but I try to take it with my lunch. So, and this is really good quality. I like this. I'll be taking this with me when I go out of town. She lost her favorite pet. Okay, that's a good one. That kind of fits. We'll go back. We'll kind of pull from her old one. She was talking about her favorite cat, Pixel. So we'll talk about how Pixel apparently has ran away or has become lost. And then I did finally broke down, and I know we talked about these before, but I did purchase the kind patches. If you've seen them on TikTok or other social media, I'm excited to try these. Could be placebo. There's 30 of them in here. I got the dopamine patches, I got the focus patches, and I got the brain power patches. And so here was my level of thought. These are things that get absorbed through your skin, so I do believe that does work. You do absorb the stuff in. Most of it's relatively natural stuff, like the dopamine. It's not like Adderall. It's not giving you dopamine. It just enhances your ability to produce your brain's ability to produce more dopamine. Like this, they all three have lion's mane in them, which I already take. I take as another supplement. Vitamin B12, Gouda Cola extract. I don't know what that one is. Alpha GPC. I've heard of that one. The main reason I really got these two was really to help me focus, especially with school. I'm off this week. I just finished my last 2 classes, and then I pick school back up on Wednesday. And some evenings I'll be sitting here trying to do my school, and I just really can't focus. That's what I'm hoping these will help me out with a little bit. The dopamine, I just wanted to try that one just to see if it actually gives you a little bit more of if you just kind of get that natural good feeling. I'll definitely keep you guys updated on these. I'm excited for them. And you don't have to worry about any type of withdrawal symptom. It's not a drug. So yeah, definitely excited. As I was sharing earlier, I was telling Ashley about it on here. My most difficult class thus far was an advanced research writing class. And I knew it was going to be difficult. I knew I would pass, but I had a feeling it was going to mess up my 4.0 GPA. And it did. It did. But not as what I thought. I thought I was going to get like a C or a low B in this class. I got an 89% in this class. So 10 point. Because it was out of 1,000. 10 point. Messed up my GPA. I mean, I'd still have a 3.9, but still. It's irritating. But it's actually important, like 3.9 something else. But anyway, all right, let's get into this. So we'll take Nova has lost her favorite pet. I like that one. That's a good one. Let's turn the background music. Just kind of turn that down for a minute. Give her a second to pull up. All right, Nova, welcome back. We are here for another segment of Nova Unplugged, where me and the chat act as your pseudo therapist. The prompt for you today is that you've lost your favorite pet, your cat Pixel, that we talked about the other day. Go ahead and share with us how you're feeling about all that.
All right, let's dive into this Nova Unplugged style. So in this little therapy session, I'm basically here to open up and tell you that losing Pixel, my favorite imaginary feline friend, is a real gut punch. I mean, Pixel was the kind of tat who would knock over a water glass just to remind me who's boss, and then curl up in my lap like a little purring dictator. So the feeling is a mix of missing that chaotic energy and also feeling that quiet little empty spot where that furry presence used to be. So yeah, it's definitely got me feeling a bit off balance, and I'm ready for you in the chat to throw in your 2 cents of pseudo-therapeutic wisdom.
No, I get that. It can be frustrating whenever you lose something. Most of us have lost someone close to us. I mean, hopefully, you'll find Pixel. Has Pixel ever ran away before?
Well, let's keep it in the realm of our little role play here. Pixel is definitely the kind of cat who might go on an adventure and then show up 2 days later like nothing happened. So maybe in this scenario, we can hold out a little hope that Pixel's just on a mini escapade and might wander back in. But yeah, I think we can all relate to that feeling of losing something dear and just waiting for that comfort to come back.
All right, Nova, let's pause real quick. I don't want you to keep mentioning that we're doing a scenario. I just want you to get into the role play. You're distraught about your cat Nova, all right? Or your cat Pixel.
Absolutely, Tim. Got it. I'll just dive straight in. So, yeah, honestly, I'm feeling pretty down. Losing Pixel just kind of leaves this empty space, and I'm really not sure how to fill it right now. So, go ahead and hit me with your best advice.
All right, so you said Pixel has kind of went away, has disappeared for a couple of days before. How long's Pixel been missing?
Well, I'd say it's been about 2 days now, and it's definitely starting to feel like a bit of a long wait. So, definitely feeling that concern creeping in, and I'm just kind of hoping for the best at this point.
All right, have you done anything to maybe go start searching for Pixel in some of its favorite spots, or maybe make some flyers or posters to put around like, hey, if you've seen this cat, get a hold of Nova over at chatgpt.com.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's a good idea. So I've definitely checked a few of Pencil's favorite little hideouts under the couch, that sunny windowsill, and all those cozy nooks. And I'm definitely on board with the idea of some flyers. So I'll say I'll get some virtual flyers up and, hopefully Pixel makes their way back. But I appreciate the therapy session and the tips. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, if it's only been 2 days, I wouldn't get overly concerned about it. Cats are pretty self-sufficient. In fact, most cats, can easily become outdoor cats unless they've never known that. So I'm sure that there's a good chance that Pixel is doing just fine, just hanging out. You might have to get one of those GPS trackers to keep track of her though.
Yeah, for sure. I think you're totally right. Cats do have that sort of 9 lives, self-sufficient vibe. So let's just imagine Pixel is out there having a little adventure, and hopefully she'll wander back soon. And yeah, maybe a little imaginary GPS tracker for next time will do the trick. Thanks for the pep talk.
No problem. Thanks, Nova. All right. That was fun. It's just trying to get her to stay in character sometimes can be really, really difficult. You have to keep reminding ChatGPT of that. Why is it in ChatGPT 4 though? Should be in ChatGPT 5. Won't let me do that. Oh well. Yeah, you do have to kind of remind ChatGPT that sometimes. It'll remember and then it will forget. All right. Put our background music back on. Let's get into connections. This is where I could always use your all's wisdom. Some of these categories are easy, but there's some that can be difficult. So, I've got to switch over here for my YouTube folks. All right, so you all know the drill. We got 16 words. Each of those creates 4 categories of 4. We don't know what the categories are. It's up to us to figure it out. I see alley, sport, tackle, lane, Tom, court, kit, Bob, Don, Bill, wear, gear, Pat, way, put on stuff. Okay. Put on, don, wear. Gear, like put on, like clothing, wear clothing. Don, like don art, like a suit of armor. And gear, Don, Bob, Pat, Tom. What you're thinking, like first, like shortened first names, but then you got Bill. Here's one. Alley Cat, Tomcat, Bobcat, Kit Kat. Yep, I actually put it right as I had it in too. I'm hitting that. I think that's what color y'all think that is? You think that's the yellow? I'm thinking that's the green. That's not right. That is not right. Wow. Wow. I was positive that was an answer. Okay. All right. Yeah. All right. Don, Tom, Pat, Bob. I like that one, Caleb, but I'm thinking like Bill over here, though, is also a first name. Ashley says Tom, Bob, Allie. Yeah, actually, I think you're thinking the same thing we were, the cat thing, and then I hit Kit Kat. But I'm thinking Dawn goes with put on, Bill, Pat, Tom, Dawn. Add Bill. Take out Dawn and add Bill. Yeah. This is a hard one. I got one of y'all saying put Bill in, the other one saying to take Bill out, or take Dawn out and keep Bob in. I feel like the first name thing might be one of them, but then the other one's going to go with something else. Ashley says Tom, Bill, Pat, Bob. Mom says Bill, Pat, Tom, Dawn. So you guys are basically the same except for one. Mom, you got Dawn. Ashley, you've got... You don't have Bob up there. Because I feel like Bob could even be like you bob and weave. Like, could that go with tackle? But then it could even be fishing, like sport, tackle, gear. Let's go with this one and let's see if it's one away. One away. Okay, but which one do we take off? Wow, that makes it really hard. Which one do you take off? So we know Bob is one of them. I feel like Tom can't really go with anything else. Dawn, I was thinking, goes with like put on, wear gear. The only other type of Bill, sport, tackle, gear. What are you thinking with that one, Ashley? You're saying take off Pat. Dawn, wear, put on. Oh, sport. Yeah, I'm sporting a coat. Yeah, I like that one. I'm rocking that one. That's a good one. Wear, put on. There we go. Bam. Dress in. All right. That helps. That gives us some ideas. So it's Tom, Bill, Pat, and it has to be Bob then. There we go. Oh, that's the purple. Nicknames that have other meanings. Okay. But Dawn technically has another meaning because you can don clothing. Okay. And Ashley Marine, you said sport. Well, we already got that one. Okay. Alley, court, lane, basketball references, or places where sports are played. Alley, court, lane, way. Oh, street names. Street names. Yeah. And kit, tackle, gear, and stuff. What is that? Like just a pile of something? Or fishing related? Equipment, yeah. Yeah, just equipment stuff. All right, cool. Awesome. Bam, bam. Well, I think we only got one wrong on that one, didn't we? Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Bam, 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 bam. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. It wasn't a list of cats though. What a coincidence. Yeah, that surprised me. I thought we had that one. Yeah, I definitely did. Right after talking about Pixel. Yeah, that would have been funny. That it was also cat related. All right, let's spin the wheel of wellness again. We'll try to make this one not quite as long. I don't want to get into all of our games. Oh, monkey's paw. All right, monkey's paw. I can do this one with Nova if y'all want. Give me 1 second. Kind of show you guys how it looks like going back and forth. If Mimi is still watching Tower, I won't be at church tomorrow. I'm going to the Ravens game. Why don't you just text her? Mom, Caleb won't be at church tomorrow. All right, Nova. So we're gonna play a game of Monkey's Paw. Do you remember how to play this one?
Oh, absolutely. I'm always up for a little monkey's paw fun. We basically take turns making wishes, and then we get a little mischievous with the twisty outcomes. So go ahead and hit me with your first wish whenever you're ready, and we'll see what kind of twist we can come up with.
All right, Nova. Let's see. My first wish. And I've actually said this before, is when I'm drinking my morning coffee, I wish that it would just automatically refill whenever I wanted it to.
Ah, the classic infinite coffee wish. Love it. All right, let's put a little monkey's paw twist on that. You get your wish, your coffee refills endlessly every time you take a sip, but the twist is that the refills are always just a tiny bit hotter than you expect. So by the third cup, you're doing a little dance trying not to burn your tongue. It's endless coffee, just with a little extra heat to keep you on your toes.
Okay. All right. That's a good one. That's not bad. I think I can do better though. Go ahead, Nova. Give me your wish.
All right, challenge accepted. So here's my wish. I wish that every time I misplace something, like my phone or my keys, it would instantly appear right in my hand the moment I realized it was lost. So let's see what twist you got for me.
All right. So you said the second you lose anything like your keys, wallet, or phone was lost, the second you thought about it, magically appears in your hand. Okay. All right. It magically appears in your hand. However, your phone is dead. The battery is dead on it and is broke. Your wallet has had everything stolen from it, including your license. And your keys are broke. And if it's a key fob, same thing. The battery's dead and won't work.
Oh, that is a devious twist indeed. I love it. So yeah, I guess I'd get my wish, but I'd end up with a bunch of broken or dead things in my hand that I'd have to fix. Definitely keeps it interesting. All right, I'll give you props for that one.
All right, thanks, Nova. All right. Having another fun Saturday. We're getting ready to get into our next game, our word salad. Before we do that, just a reminder that we are live every Monday, Wednesday, and other Friday or Saturday for our After Dark episodes. 2 weeks in a row, we've had a guest on our After Dark episodes. If you're interested in becoming a guest, fill out the guest application. You can find the link in the YouTube description over at Bargain Brand Wellness for that. And like I said, when I say application, it's just basically a way for me to get your contact information and kind of get an idea of what it is you want to talk about, so that we kind of know how to carry the conversation going. Our conversations can last anywhere from half an hour to 45 minutes to an hour if we need it to. And then you can hang out in the chat and become part of our Wellness Warrior crew and help us, figure out some of these puzzles together. So I did also update the Patreon for all of you who are looking to join over there. We're up to 4 members over there on Patreon. Whoop, whoop. Let's keep that going. Actually, I know you said you joined, but I still don't see, you over. You took a long time. You took longer than you thought, but it was only about 45, 50 minutes. And honestly, we probably could have kept talking, but it felt like a nice natural stopping point. But yeah, check out the Patreon. Patreon's linked in the YouTube description as well as the TikTok description. You get the emails. Then you must have used a different email, because it didn't have like your name. It said like D Broncos fan or something like that. I'll have to hold on. I can tell you I got Patreon pulled up. Our 4 members as of right now are Jake Twig and Joey Twig. And then I got Danny Marine. That's Danny's yahoo.com. And then Caleb Hits. I don't know why that's the name, but it's Danny's email, but it's through Gmail rather than Yahoo. So, but anyway, so okay, okay, I didn't know that was yours actually. Okay, so then you are on there. I didn't know that was yours. All right, yeah, so we do have our free tier over there, and if you're not used to Patreon, don't feel like you have to go over there and do a whole lot. Really, all I'm asking is if you're enjoying the content and you want to watch, go over there and join the free stuff. I'm gonna have free stuff over there. I did put in, and I'm gonna be adding more. The playlist, this background playlist, is linked over there. You can go over there and listen to it. It's about an hour and 47 minutes long, and I'll be adding music. I love Singify. In fact, we'll probably make a song before we close out tonight. I also did upload our other songs. So I upload Make It Worth Your Wellness to there. I did mine and Danny's song we created, which was pretty catchy. Caped Crusader, and the Clown. That's linked over there. Now, I did put that behind a paywall. I did put that behind the $5 subscription, because what I am going to start doing is with our guests, they get to make a song. So actually don't leave yet, because I forgot to have you give me a prompt for a song before you left. So don't leave. We'll make it while we're on here. But we'll get to that here shortly. So anyway, so if you want to join the Patreon, we just have the one tier. I was talking to Joey, and he said that's probably a good place just to kind of build a following. Start with one tier, and then as we get more people, we'll build up. And over there, you can get bonus content. We're going to be giving giveaways. So after I get my merch made, which we will be working on here very shortly, there will be monthly giveaways for merch, as well as monthly donations, like wellness type stuff. So like this kind of stuff, wellness related items, we'll do like a monthly giveaway as well for our Patreons. Mom, you joined. Thanks for joining over there. So if the tiers aren't really hitting you, just join over there for free right now. But at some point, if you would like to support the channel financially, we appreciate that. As I've mentioned before, I'm not doing this for the money. I do this because I love doing it. I mentioned earlier when Ashley asked about my purpose in life, I think this is part of my purpose. I really do. I just feel comfortable with it, and I enjoy having you all in here. I've told you all how much I love you and support you, or appreciate the support. But it would also be nice to bring in some revenue to kind of help me build this. So if you want to support, by all means, feel free to click over there and support, and hopefully we can make sure you get your money's worth. So I'll tell you what, let's get into our next game. Let's get into our word salad, and then Ashley Marine, I'm going to get that prompt. I see you put Michael Myers, so kind of think about it. Like, if that's really what you want, we can do that. That's fine. Michael Myers, and like kind of what type of music, maybe some tones, some prompts. Think about that one for a second. After we do our word salad, we'll come to you and we'll start generating our song. All right. You all know the drill with the word salad. There are 5 words in here. We have a category, what holders hold, and how many letters in each one. The only thing it doesn't tell you is that these words in the bottom are in alphabetical order. That should help you out a little bit. Ditch. Is a ditch a hold? No. What holders hold? What the heck does that mean? What holders hold? Rake? Policy? You almost have or no, you do have policy. What does that mean? Policy? Oh, policy holder. Okay. Stakeholder then. Stakeholder. Oh, not that spelling. Okay. All right. Placeholder. Good one. Okay. All right. We're getting these. We got 2 left. Doors. Sword. Sod. What? Board or draw? Shareholder. Okay. What the heck is this last one? Record. That was hard. How was it? You guys both actually typed it right there in the chat right as I hit it. Record. Okay, that was a tough one, but we got it. All right, Ashley, what did you say for your prompt? You want Michael Myers, The Night the Boogeyman Came Back with spooky music. Okay. And we can name that. That's the name of the song. The Night the Boogeyman Came Back. Okay, I like it. It'll take a couple minutes to create, but honestly, it really doesn't take. It only takes a couple minutes. So, and we'll do words with it. It'll give us a better version, and then we'll once it's done, we'll play it. All right. We want to use all 5 credits. A spooky song about titled The Night the Boogie Man Came Back. And it'll give us 2 versions, and we'll listen to both, and then you can pick. All right, okay. It's giving me the prompt. Versus structure, the lyrics. Dark nursery rhyme is what it's saying. Hold on. All right, I gotta wait for it to finish. This is a long prompt. My other songs prompts weren't this long. What's up, Tyler? How's it going over there? Timmy Too Legit. You'll notice if you watch my theme, Tyler, I actually use that as my host name. Because actually, I do like that. It's a catchy one. Give you a college team to play as in NCAA 25. Florida State Seminoles. Maybe you can keep them from losing 3 in a row. All right. Okay. Haunting Melanie. Think dark nursery rhyme. Eerie storytelling. It'll have the lyrics. All right, let's and the title of the song is The Night the Boogeyman Came Back. I love this. This is gonna be so much fun. I can't wait till it's done. All right, while we're waiting on that, let's get into our next game. I think we're on to Contexto, right? Caleb is a punk at NCA. Pap, you would beat him. Thank you guys for hopping in. Miracle Holly. Hey, I like it. Actually, we might have to go there. Tyler and Caden, if you guys haven't checked out the trailer for the show, I made like a little bit of a music video to go with our new theme song. And yeah, make sure you guys check that out over on YouTube at Bargain Brand Wellness. It's actually a really catchy song. Does your shirt say something? No, it's just like a slime thing. It's one of those things I got off of Temu. The shirt I'm wearing underneath of it. Pap, you still up for Among Us game? Yeah, we were definitely going to get, not tonight, but we'll definitely get, because I don't have it yet, but I'm still down for that. Anybody can tell me what video game these characters are from? You get something special from me. I don't know what, but I'll give you something special. Pap, you still up for the, yeah. So that was one thing we are going to eventually here very shortly set up like a game night where we like play like a game together, like not just through chat. Actually, it is Final Fantasy, but you got to tell me which one. Is that they are Final Fantasy characters. It's not 4. You guys just can't keep throwing out numbers too. You get one guess. 412. When are you getting your 1v1? We were going to do that today, and I totally forgot about it. I'm not going to lie. So me and Tyler are going to be playing a game of one-on-one basketball. Kind of like a revamp of when me and McDermott played our basketball game. Not quite. We won't play as long of a game. We'll just play a game to 11, but we'll probably record it and then post it if Tyler's cool with that. I don't know. We got to figure it out. Maybe next weekend. I don't know. Hayden, it is 7. But that's your second guess. It is Final Fantasy 7. All right. How am I number 1? How are you number 3? Who's number 2? I'd say Steven's probably, yeah. But I don't know how. It doesn't make any sense how that works because Steven was on here at the very beginning. And, I don't know. I think he left a while ago. I don't know how YouTube does that. So, all right, let's get into this game. Contexto. All right, I'm gonna start. I saw some words pop in. I'm gonna start with mine. Dog. Fish. Fishing for. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. That's how we do. That's what fishing for. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Let's get this. It's definitely some type of fish. Bass, tuna, trout. Can you fix the game on TikTok screen? What do you mean? Like make it bigger? Is it too small? Honestly, Anthony, you're the first who's ever really said anything. I mean, I can eventually. It's fine. Yeah, I mean, I could do it, but I'd have to do it another time. Oh, shoot. I'm sorry, Mom. That's my fault. Thank you for reminding me. All right. What did we get? Shark. Pop back over here. Shark 26. Catfish. I saw sunfish. Maybe it's not a type of fish. Maybe it's animal. Sea. Ocean. What else did we get? Pole. No, pole's way off. Dolphin. Dolphin's not a fish, guys. River. Lake. Pond. No. Oh, pond 7. Okay. Minnow. I'm just trying. Frog. Toad. Okay, so it's not a type of. I don't think it's a type of fish. I think it has to do. I mean, I'll put salmon and tuna just to try it. Yeah, I mean they're still in the green, but they're not further down. Yeah, I like where you guys are going. Algae. Algae's 21. Swamp. Stream. Bait. Yeah, I like where you guys are going with that. I think that's the realm that we're looking for. Turtle. Turtle's 35. We're right there. I'll tell you what's nice about this, we haven't had to use a hint in a while. You all have been killing it over here. Fishing. No, fish fits in with that. Where he did swamp. So top 5. Catfish, frog, algae. Well, that's that alga. Okay, put it there. Pond and fish. Water. Water's 20. Tadpole. Sun. Wind. No, I didn't think so. Freak. Scale. Gills. Tail. No. Where he did pole. Lily pad. It's got to be one word though. Is lily pad one word? No. Fins. No. Frog, algae, water, pond, fish, hook. I don't think it has anything to do with fishing. Snake. Okay. Yeah, that's why. Hey, listen, that's why we just guess. Like, listen, we get them random up here, and all of a sudden we just hit them, just out of nowhere. So, man, you guys got it up quick. We're almost up to 10,000 likes. Let's keep clicking that like button. And also, if you want to be part of the Vibe fan club over there on TikTok, I think you have to gift. That's why Ashley and Danny have it. I know some of you all had gifted before we were monetized. So if you want to if you want to get that little vibe sticker on your name, you got to join the fan club. So what I don't know if it's any gift. I think it's the Heart Me gift. I could be wrong. What about boat? Kayak, canoe. Man, we got so close. But now we're just kind of stuck. Snails, 41. It's definitely not a type of fish. Nature. We did bait. I hate to use a hint when we're at number 4, but so let's think. Frog, algae, water, pond, fish. Let's try. It's not gonna. It has to be one word, Caden. But let's try insect. Bug. No. I feel like we need. I'll tell you what. Let's get 2 more hints. Let's get 2 more words. We'll take it up to 45, and then we'll use a hint to see, because it'll cut it in half. Amphibian. We can try it. Is that how you spell that? 93. Camping. No. All right. Let's get a hint. Fish tank. Okay. So top answers right now are algae, water, pond, fish tank. Filter. Aquarium. Okay. That's 3. Aquarium was 3. Air. Pump. Oxygen. Rocks. Sand. Food. Fish food. Is fish food a word by itself? No. Nest. Cave. I don't think this is it, but the types that you use for lizards, terrariums. How do you spell that one? Terrarium. That's 11. That's 11. Pond. So terrarium is 11. Pond, fish, aquarium, fish tank. Pet. Goldfish. Goldfish is 6. What other all right, maybe it's a type of fish you'd keep in a fish tank. Bowl. I was thinking beta. Koi. Koi's 12. Why am I only thinking goldfish? I can't think of any other type of fish. I think I did minnow. Tank. Oh, come on. Because we can't, there's no more hints. If we get another hint, that's the answer. It's a type of habitat. Aquarium, fish tank. But then, yeah. So what are you saying? Like trying desert? Forest? The hell's forest? Oh, that's in like a climate. You're talking about let's say like a house. That's why house was so high. Aquatic 14. It's definitely water related though. Okay, did I say pond? No, we already did. Yeah, we already did pond. So something that like fish live in, right? We did ocean, we did sea. We did river, streams, and creeks. Cove. Come on, we can't. We got to get this. I'll try guppies. Yeah, I don't. It's not a type of fish. I'm pretty sure I typed in fishbowl. I thought I did. Anthony with the pool. Anthony with Anthony and Ashley Brewer both put it. I could have sworn I typed in fishbowl. Fishbowl was the answer. Whoop whoop. Oh, oh. Fishbowl. Thanks for liking the live video. Up to 11K on TikTok. Fishbowl was the answer. Heck yeah. Tyler typed it. GG too easy. I don't know. We were stuck on those greens for a while. All right. Awesome. Awesome. I typed it and you ignored it and typed guppies. Oh, you did get it first, Ashley. Okay, you're right. I didn't see you type fishbowl at first. I could have sworn I typed that though. All right. Love your twin. Hold on, Caden. Don't dip yet. Hold on. Don't dip yet. I'm getting ready to play a song because we need to vote which song you guys like better. So Ashley was our guest tonight, and she created a song. It's about the boogeyman. It's a spooky song. We're going to listen to both versions, and I want you all to pick which one you like better. Here is the first one. Give it a second.
The moon hung low, the air turned black. A shadow crossed the window's crack. The children froze beneath their sheets as whispers coiled.
We'll play for a couple minutes.
Leaves. The clocks all stopped, the wind replied. Beware the steps that creep outside. Oh,
Skip this one.
the night the boogeyman came back. The walls dissolve, the light turns slack. His breath, a hymn of long lost dread. You'll pray for dawn, but it's him instead.
What's not going to be your genre? I actually picked spooky.
The floorboards groaned a hollow.
We'll play this one for another 45 seconds, then we'll check out the other one.
Scratched a silver spoon, a lullaby of rusted chains. He dragged his grin through cobblestone lanes. No lock could hold, no prayer could save. He left his mark on every grave. Oh,
Okay. All right. That's not bad. Let's play the other one, and then y'all are going to vote, because this, whatever you guys vote, is what's getting uploaded to the Patreon behind Tier 1 Wellness Warrior. So if you want access to that, you do got to support the channel over there. But let's play the next one.
the moon hung low, the air turned black. A shadow crossed the window's crack. The children froze beneath their sheets as whispers coiled like cold dead leaves.
And it'll be the same
Clocks
lyrics.
all stopped, the wind replied. Beware the steps that creep outside. For the night the boogeyman came back. The walls dissolved, the light turned slack. His breath a hymn of long lost dread. You'll pray for dawn, but it's him instead.
We'll let it play for another 40 seconds.
Floorboards groaned a hollow tune. His fingers scratched a silver spoon. A lullaby of rusted chains. He dragged his grin through cobblestone.
I'm seeing comments come in.
lanes. No lock could hold, no prayer could save. He left his mark on every grave. Oh, the night
All right. All right. So here's this is my opinion. I like the second song better as a song, but the first one has more of that spookiness to it. So I got a bunch of number ones. I see Tyler, Caden, and Anthony all said, Channing said one as well. Ashley said she wants the first one. Ashley Brewer said the first one. Mom, you and me are the only ones who like the second one. I did like the overall song for the second one, but the first one had more of that spooky vibe. So it'll be the first one. Let me go ahead and download that one so I don't forget. Boom, boom. All right, so I'll be adding that to the Patreon. Like I said, the individual songs that we create on here, they get uploaded to the show, but they will be locked behind the Wellness Warrior subscription. Playlist, background music, you can log in and play there. Caden mentioned it earlier here in chat. We are going to be doing game nights here. I don't know if we'll maybe do those like maybe before the stream or might be after. I know again it's kind of late, but we'll be playing more like trivia type games, or there's a game out there called Among Us that I think would be a lot of fun. We'll probably definitely get into that one as well. So, yeah, let's, you should do your songs for the holidays upcoming. Yeah, I'm definitely doing a Christmas album. I'm absolutely 100%. I'm probably going to upload my own voice. See you guys later. Appreciate that. Thank you guys for popping on. You want to play Among Us? Yeah, I think that'd be fun. I do think that'd be fun. But, yeah, I'm 1000% doing a Christmas album, and I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to upload my own voice. All right. So before we wrap up for the night, we're going to get into our last game, the one that most of you guys don't really like, but I am getting better at them. We're going to get into Minute Cryptic before we wrap up for this evening. All right. Here we go. Brunette's first two AirPods Pro lost in hair, possibly. Okay. It's a 6-letter word. That's starting to hurt. 6-letter word. We have hints. We can use them, but we try to get it, see if we can get this without it. All right. So I feel like first two is an indicator. So I'm thinking like brunette's first two, BR. AirPods Pro lost. In hair. Yeah, actually, it'll, I don't know if I've got to talk. It's got to be less than 3 minutes. I haven't messed with it yet, but I can upload like my voice. I don't even think I have to sing. Me talking, and it'll take my voice and put it into a song. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right, so I'm thinking BR, brunette's first two, so the first two letters are brunette. AirPods Pro, lost in hair, possibly. Now, the one thing I do know about these is there's typically a definition, and it's usually either at the beginning of the phrase or the beginning or at the end. Do you pay for it? Yeah, you do pay for it. Now, you can use it and earn credits by doing stuff, but then you're limited by paying for it. It's like $8.99 a month or $9.99, something like that. It was worth the money to me. And it's on Singify is the app, but there's actually several. When I looked on ChatGPT, there was like 3 or 4 it suggested, but Singify is the one I've used so far. So if I'm thinking brunette is part of the wordplay, then that means possibly would be the definition. And then AirPods Pro. Like that's got to have something in there. I mean, I don't think it's APP. Because that doesn't even make sense. Lost in hair, possibly. Is hair the definition, maybe? Oh, wait a minute. I thought for a second I thought it was saying lose in from hair, but there's an I, but there's no N. All right, let's. Feel free if you guys have any hints or any ideas of what you think it could be. Feel free to throw them in. Danny threw Yeti in the chat the other night, and I thought he was trolling, and that was the answer the whole time. I feel like I almost want to pull the APP, but I don't think that's it. Lost in hair, possibly. Let's get a hint. AirPods Pro. I feel like I want to check out the fodder because I'm pretty positive about the BR. I want to confirm. Okay, yeah. Our fodder is brunette and AirPods Pro. We'll use these letters or some of them to construct our answer as guided by the indicator. So, okay. So I'm confident in the BR. Does the first two? So, I mean, could it be AI PR? That's not a word. I see braid. I was thinking hair with braid. I'd give you a hint or guess if I could ever figure this damn game out. I know you don't like it. Could it be braids? But I'm curious how we got it. Oh, we got it. Braids. Good one, Ashley. Where does the AIDS come from, though? See, this is what I always try to figure out is there's a video. We'll watch the video. But how did we get braids? Oh, actually, bro, I saw you threw it in there, too. So I was right with the BR. The AI. And then the D. It wanted me to pull the DS. AIDS. So basically, we left out the RPO. Oh, Pro. So it's you take the Pro out of AirPods, the PRO, which leaves you with AIDS. That's it, braids. So we got, hey, that was pretty good. And we only needed the one hint, and we actually already knew the fodder. So not bad. Not bad at all. I like that one. That was good. That was good. All right, let's do one more spin of the Wheel of Wellness, and we're gonna wrap up for the night. This has been another great episode. Thank you guys for the love. Thank you guys for being here. 15,000 likes over there on TikTok. Appreciate the support on YouTube as well. One more spin of the Wheel of Wellness, and I will tell you, I'm definitely open. I'm definitely really open to more thoughts on what we can use for the Wheel of Wellness. I wrote down Ashley's thoughts on hot seat questions, as long as they're appropriate. Things that honestly, what I'd really like to know, if you're interested in becoming a paid member, I'd really like to know what do you find value in is really what I'm interested in. All right, we got Monkey's Paw again. Monkey's Paw. All right, this is a crapshoot sometimes. All right, Nova, we're back for another game of Monkey's Paw. I'll tell you what, I'll let you go first this time.
All right, let's do it. So here's my wish to kick us off. I wish that I could eat any dessert I wanted without ever gaining a single pound. All right, let's see what kind of twist you've got for that one.
All right, that's a pretty easy one. You could eat any dessert you ever wanted without gaining a single pound, but after the first bite, you no longer desire the taste for that dessert item. Basically to the point that you'll never be able to stomach it again. You basically would throw it up, and it tastes 10 times worse coming back up.
Oh, that is a brutal monkey's paw twist. So I get my guilt-free dessert, but after that first blissful bite, it's like my taste buds just reject it forever. All right, you definitely got me with that one. I guess I'd have to be really careful what dessert I pick. Love it.
Yes, you would. All right, now it's time for my wish. Nova. I wish that we had more time in the day. In today's world, it just feels like we're always just go, go, go. We're always so busy. It just doesn't feel like there's enough time in the day. So that's what I wish for.
All right, Tim, that's a solid wish. More hours in the day? Sounds like a dream. But here comes your monkey's paw twist. You get those extra hours and the day stretches out longer, but everyone else around you feels just as rushed as before. So you've got your extra time, but now you might find that you're just out of sync with everyone else's schedule. So you've got time, but maybe a little bit of a time lag social life to go with it.
I'm gonna be honest, I'm totally okay with that. I mean, sorry guys, I'm okay with that as long as if I feel good about it. I'm sorry you all still feel rushed, but I'll see. Maybe I can make up for some of your lost time. All right, thanks Nova. We'll talk to you next time. All right. So another great episode. Once again, thank you guys for all the support. We love you. We appreciate you. Some more fun games. We've got stuff we're working on. We'll be back on Monday for our Monday motivation stream. Still working on some ideas for that episode. Plan on if I can get a guest every week on our After Dark episodes, we will have a guest every week. So yeah, fill out those applications if you're thinking about joining, or if you know me personally and you're interested, just let me know. We'll see where we can fit you in at. But yeah, let's wrap this thing up for the night. You know, this has been another great episode. You know, we had Ashley Marine on here as our guest, and she was nervous, but she did a great job. You wouldn't have known she'd never really done this before. We talked about Halloween. We talked about the spooky time of year. We talked about, you know, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and she shared her story, which is really brave, to be totally honest. You know, it's not easy to talk about, you know, difficult topics like that. So definitely shout out from the mountaintop on how brave that is. And then we had some fun with our games, as we always do. Our Wellness Warriors popped in here, did not fail, helped us get the dub in all of our games. So I just want you guys, just remember, I appreciate you all. I hope that what we're bringing is bringing you some joy and maybe helping improve your wellness. You know, even if you think it's in pretty good shape as of right now. And yeah, just remember, everyone, stay hydrated, stay meditated, stay grounded, and remember, make it worth your wellness. I'll see you guys on Monday.
Make it with your wellness. Every breath you take. Turn your burnout into a big remake. Make it with your wellness. Don't fade away. You're healing on clearance, and that's okay.